Now, we're going to use the glue gun quite a bit for this, so I want to show you some things about glue sticks. If you can tell, some glue sticks are clearer than others. The very dark glue guns that are yellow, that are used for like wood, are much stronger. They're much denser in color and they're much stronger. The clearer it is, the less strength that it has, and the more the strings appear as you work. You know how this little wispy strings get in the things that you do. If you go perhaps to a darker glue gun, you might eliminate some of that. Now, this is a floral foam, and you can purchase this at any store. And we're just going to slice off a piece like so for the bottom of this basket. Now, you take your glue gun and you just apply a liberal amount and stick that right to the bottom of your basket. Give that just a minute to set up. That's the advantage of the glue stick, is that it works very well and very quickly. Now, this is going to be glued over here, but we're going to start in the center. So if you could kind of center where you think this cloth will go, and then we're going to apply glue to the top of this foam block, and you can be generous with the glue and just press it lightly. Don't let your fingers get too warm. So that's going to sit right there. Then we're going to tuck in this napkin, sort of arrange where you would like those points to fold over. If you want to show the basket off, you may not want them to overlap the basket edge very much. If you have a fabric that you like and you want to really pick up the colors in your room with your fabric, you might want to let a little more of this show. Now, in between these points, notice this basket has the 2 points. In between, I'm going to put some glue directly on the basket and tack that down to it. And I'm going to go in between each of these points, and this is just an aid to centering this cloth on the basket. We want to do a fairly secure job of anchoring this napkin or fabric, because these are going to be glued directly to it. And if this slips out of our way, we're going to lose a roll. It might be a good idea, if you're not used to working with the glue gun, or even if you are, that when you are working, that you keep a small bowl of cool water nearby. And if you get some of the hot glue on you, you can dip your hand in it immediately and eliminate the possibility of a burn. You also want to protect your table that you're working with. And some people put a plate under their glue gun. I just use a glue gun holder because usually these have a little wire kickstand that just get in my way. But I am going to transfer it to this side. All right, so this is fairly cool. It's fairly secure. All right, we're going to start in the center. Now, some of these, you notice, are not perfectly flat. We want to find one that's slightly flatter. Let's just go ahead and start right here. Put a generous amount of glue and center that. That's just going to take a second. We want to make sure that it's fairly firm, because it's going to be the main anchor for the remainder of these rolls. We're going to go to the next one, but before we do, let's slightly arrange these to fit in, and we'll get some idea of how many are going to fit So we have enough for that many surrounding the first one, and then we'll go back and put others on top to build it up. Well, we can leave these in here, and we'll look at take one at a time. Let's start with this one. Now this one touches this muffin biscuit roll, and it touches the outer edge of that basket. So where it's going to touch, we want to put a little bit of glue on there to secure it. With that one done, we can go to the next one. The next one is going to touch the basket and here and a little bit on this one. So those are the 3 spots that we'll want to put some glue. And set it down in here in such a way that it touches in those 3 spots. Well, it didn't touch in that spot, so we're going to put a little glue right there and make it touch. We're going to repeat with the next. This one doesn't quite touch the bottom. I could have used a larger piece of foam if I wanted this to sit up higher. So we look and see where it's going to touch the basket and where it's going to touch that center. You can see I have a little excess glue right here, which we'll cover with some of the floral filler. This next one has got a sloping bottom, so I think it will fit like so. This glue does set up very quickly, but you still have enough time to move it into the position that you want. But remember to work quickly. We're almost around to the beginning, and we have a mistake already. I'm going to take a piece of this fabric, and I drizzle some glue here, and I'm going to pick up a piece of that. And here again, we'll fill that in with some floral. Now, so I'm going to switch this for a larger dinner roll. This would make a nice present for someone who really enjoys their kitchen. Maybe has a little, with this fabric, you could have a little bit of a country decor to the kitchen. Now you notice there are little strings along the work, as there always is with glue gun. And when your project is complete, if you'll hold it up to the sunlight and you see those strings, you can pick them off. Sometimes a toothbrush or a paintbrush is helpful in lifting things that your fingers can't quite reach. I'm going to set these out and sort of get an idea of where they will go and look best. Actually, 3 might work well on this.